Hello and welcome to our Lash Linx channel here on YouTube. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to apply our Lash Linx system underneath your natural lashes. If you're new to our system, it's easiest and best if you choose one length. I would say 10mm or 12mm to start. Today I have the N3 12mm across my entire eye. It's just easier to start with one length. As you learn the system, you can definitely add on lengths, different curls, and create an entire lash mat. But for beginner purposes, we're going to use one length today. I'll also be showing you two different application methods just in case you're uncomfortable or find one method easier than the other. To start, you'll need a few items. You'll need some lash ribbons, our lash adhesive, applicators, sharp scissors, and lastly, you will need a mirror. So let's go ahead and jump in and get you beautiful lashes lasting you up to 5 days. I have my lash ribbon here and I'm going to use style N3 in 12mm. For starters, it's great to use 10mm or 12mm, and with this one I'm using a D curl. So we're going to go ahead and open the package, and how I like to open the package is take my applicator and I just put it right in here at the opening, and you're going to see this tab right here, and you're going to pull this tab out, and that slides out the whole paper tray. So the way our lash ribbons are held on is on double-sided tape. So what you're going to do is you're just going to pinch the hairs right here, and you're just going to pull it right off the tape. Now for the purpose of this video, we are going to be applying these underneath our lashes, because that is the easiest way and the way that most of our users like to apply them. So now that you have your lashes off the double-sided tape, you're going to take your scissors, and as you can see, there is a little gap right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to snip it right in the gap, and we're going to do 5 clusters per eye. So this is one cluster right here. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward and cut 10 of these, 5 per eye, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I have my 10 clusters cut out, and this is optional. This is our lash pad. This is a sticky silicone pad. Basically just keeps your lashes intact just in case they decide to blow away or you lose them somehow, because they are really lightweight and they will fly away really easily off your vanity. So I just like to keep them on the lash pad, and I like to keep them with the fibers down on the lash pad, as you can see this way, because it will be easier for you to apply the adhesive onto the bands this way. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on there. Before we start applying adhesive anywhere, we want to make sure that our lashes are nice and clean. So you might want to wash your face and dry your lashes off. Now that my lashes are nice and dried, I pulled back my hair just to make sure no hair is in my way. So now I have my lashes on my lash pad here, and I'm going to take the adhesive. I'm going to go ahead and open up the adhesive and get my applicator, and I'm just going to apply adhesive on one cluster. Again, when you're starting out, you just want to apply one cluster at a time, so this will make it a lot easier for you. So I like just to apply it right on the band, just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply adhesive on just a little part of my eye, and I like to start at the outer corner of my eye and then working in. So I'm going to go ahead and have my mirror down below me, just like here. I have it down below me facing up so I can see the bottom of my natural lashes, and this is optional. You don't have to do this. It totally depends on your eye shape, but I like to pull my eyelid up just because my eyelashes grow straight down. They don't have any type of curve to them. So I like to pull my eyelid up a little bit, and I like to dab just a little bit adhesive on that outer corner where I'm going to apply the one cluster. And I'm applying the adhesive just on my natural lashes, just like that, just a little dab. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my applicator and I'm going to pinch this one cluster right off of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and readjust the cluster. I'm going to turn it upside down and I'm going to grab the tips of the hairs, just like that. So you want your applicator facing straight up and grabbing it by the tips of the hair. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and lift up my eye and applying that one cluster right on my lashes where I applied that one little piece of glue. So there we go. We got the first cluster on. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some adhesive onto the next cluster here. And I'm going to repeat the same process. And why I like working one cluster at a time when you first start is that the adhesive dries very quickly. So if you're a beginner and you apply adhesive all to underneath of your lashes and all to the clusters, by the time you get to the last cluster, the adhesive could be dried up. Also, another reason why I like to work one at a time is because your lashes could get stuck to your bottom lashes when you blink. So you definitely do not want that. So that is why I like to work one cluster at a time. And now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process for the next one. Just dab a little bit of adhesive onto your natural lashes. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my cluster right off of here and grab it by the tips of the hair, just like this. Lift up my eyelid a little bit. And I'm going to place it not on my waterline so you can still see there is my natural hairs. There is some breathing room right there. So you don't want to get too close to the waterline. You want some breathing room for your natural lashes to still grow. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process and I'll fast forward through this part. Okay, so now that I'm complete with this eye, I'm gonna go ahead and just let the lashes and the adhesive dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in and pinch them together. So how I like to pinch them together is I take the applicator and I just pinch just like this. And you will get a little bit of adhesive on your applicator. So if you have a paper towel on hand, you just might want to go ahead and wipe it off, the adhesive off. So here I have paper towel and I just like to pinch it on the paper towel to get any adhesive off the applicator because it does get a little sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and complete it for the rest. And there we go. Okay, so for this eye, I'm gonna do the application a little bit different. So what you're gonna do this way is go ahead and pick up the lash and then take your applicator and you can swipe it on there and get a little bit more glue off the applicator wand. So you want a good amount of adhesive on there, and this way you're going to swipe it right where you're going to apply it. So you're going to take your lash with the glue and you're going to swipe up on it a little bit. So now I have a little bit of adhesive on my natural lashes like this. And then I'm going to go in, you see it's already sticking to my bottom lashes. I'm going to go in and place it right where I swiped the glue. So I'm going to do it one more time because I want a good amount of adhesive on there. Again, this is the amount of adhesive you want on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe it on my lashes right where I want to apply the cluster. And then go in and lay it down. So I still got a little bit of adhesive on my applicator. And like I said, that's totally normal. You will run into this issue. But the great thing about our glue is that it is very flexible. So it works really good. If you have a misplacement, you can just take the cluster like I did and remove it or reposition it however you want. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat the process. So for my outer and inner corners, I like to add a little bit more adhesive on there because I find that those tend to get loose most often, just because I have oily skin and my eyelids get a little bit oily, and also I'm a side sleeper, so I like to put a little bit more adhesive on the inner corner where I'm applying right now and the outer corner. All right, so now that I'm done with both eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and let this one dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in and pinch it together. So I'm gonna go ahead and pinch it together, starting from the outer corner, working in, just lightly press together. And now you have completed your application of our Lash Linx system. Okay, so I had a little bit of adhesive on my eyelid right here, as you can see. And what I'm gonna do to take it off is I'm gonna take my spoolie and just brush it off lightly. Now I do have some micellar water on this one, and so you can just take it and clean it right off. And I'm gonna take my paper towel, I'm just gonna dab it dry. I'm gonna lift my lashes back up and pinch them together a little bit, just in case that micellar water loosened up any adhesive. So there we go, we got them all cleaned up. This concludes our tutorial for applying our Linx system underneath your natural lashes. We do have other resources, such as our Facebook group, where we have other customers sharing their tips and tricks and looks as well. We also have an Instagram, which is the heart of our social media. On there, we share updates, tips and tricks, and you name it, it's on there.